Hey there, Fatty from Pack of Punch Traders here. Just gonna make a quick video lesson on single trade I had, as well as some potential plays and what was moving today. Some lessons we'll try to extract from today. So I took Indo for a multi-day bounce. Didn't not work out, but it's okay. We'll have another opportunity probably tomorrow on this. But I was looking for this multi-day bounce after its recent run up, and I chased a little bit on my entry, got in at 490 when really the entry was 484 here. A few cents, but that's not bad. What is that? 6 cents. Okay, a little bit over, roughly 1.5%. But nonetheless, here you get a quick 6-7%. I don't know, just over 5%. Fails to keep going. Doesn't not have the momentum and the volume to really squeeze shorts here, and we end up getting a huge fade. But I'm excited because this thing's kind of showing some bottoming action. It's going to coil back here. First, it closes here on this first red day at 557. And we have a close on that on yesterday, 475. So, what is that? 57.25. Jesus Christ, it's late. I can't think. 82 cents or some shit like that. Then we have 475 to 441 today. So that difference really shrunk, and volume dipped a little bit. Seems like it's going to have a hard time continuing lower. So I'm really excited for this one to give a reversal and a multi-day bounce. Maybe somewhere back to the sixes, mid sixes. I don't know. But I'm going to be taking quick 10-20%. And yeah, we also have Kscp, similar pattern here. Did not attempt to trade this. This one I was waiting for the red day. So starting tomorrow, I'll start looking for this to be a reversal play, a multi-day bounce. Ideally, this thing ends up holding up and comes back to the mid 27 area and breaks out. But one pattern at a time. Not gonna get carried away and anticipate something. So as we can see here, this thing's still at a downtrend. We're gonna see for some bottoming action, any reversal tomorrow, gap up, morning spike rather, panic. We'll see, but might also be a fake out, kind of how Indo did today. And if it keeps holding up, you also have the opportunity later on to capture that move and make up the losses and more, as long as you cut your losses quickly. So that's exciting for those two plays to keep an eye on. Play that took off that I completely ignored, which I regret, but I also barely watched the market. But this was the play, in my opinion. I didn't really see anything else that was that exciting. To me, this was a simple breakout play. You got the little bounce move that I went over yesterday, and at this point, still holding up. It is a red candle, and I'm not a huge fan of breakouts over red candles. But in this case, it was holding trend beautifully. Volume kept coming in. Was choppy, which is why I usually stay away from these lower price stocks, because the float is usually huge. It needs a lot of volume. Gets a little choppy. What do you call it? What is the float here? Yeah, 158 million. It had 146 million volume traded and couldn't even rotate the float. So that I find annoying. Could be a patience thing, something I'll learn to get over. But as of now, I like my quick moves. This is exhausting. It holds trend perfectly, but all this choppy shit, I don't have the patience for, and that's okay. There's other plays. Yeah. So this was a beautiful play. We'll see tomorrow for potential previous high at daybreak. It'll be very nice. Even though, yeah, I'm saying it is choppy. Maybe it's something to work on, my patience. Yeah, so I will be looking at this for a potential play tomorrow. Looking for a test. Probably just one, maybe 110. Just keep it quick. Nothing. I don't want to stick around too much. I know the market's kind of bouncing. We're getting some more plays. But I'm still going to be disciplined and take my quick 10% until we're getting 50% plus runners every day, like last year and the year before that. Kind of back into pre-COVID market. So got to take your quick snipes when you got them. Potential breakout here. I'm actually in this small position tomorrow, overnight, looking for a gap up and spike or spike tomorrow. It doesn't have to gap up, but as long as it doesn't gap down, I'm gonna like it for potential morning spike. I'm in at 1406. All up in this consolidation here. A little choppy, was kind of exhausting. And that's actually a chase because the breakout was like 1384. 86. So yeah, right around that area, but would have been nice to capture this around the mid 13s or as it's breaking out here. But it held up pretty good. Not insane volume. Let's see, what's the flow? 24 mil. Not super low, but could easily do that. So we'll see. I had decent volume here. See if we get some good volume tomorrow for a continuation. Ideally, this thing, I could see this thing getting back to 20. Definitely. So we'll see what happens. But as of now, it's holding up nicely. I'm up not that much, but decently. So yeah, wait, what am I up? Over 5%. I'll take it. Going into tomorrow. Not bad at all. Looking at this from this angle, now I'm zooming this out. This thing looks like it's just taken off, and I don't know how much more this thing's got, but as long as this is holding up and volume keeps coming in, it's going to be a potential spiker. Srra is another weird mover, also a breakout here. I had a great plan on this, did not execute it unfortunately. So woke up late, missed it. Well, woke up late, didn't pay attention to half my watch list because I was just out of it. And this is one of the ones I missed. I was looking for a bounce play to retest the breakout level of the high 20, mid 29s, 30ish. And ideally, this thing I think could touch 35. But we'll see tomorrow if we get something maybe over 30.5 for a quick move with the mid 30s. But this thing also here, choppy, nothing crazy. You got this solid move from 27, 28 to the 30 area. But besides that, not a whole ton. But that is the play. If I were in here, this is a great place to sell. Maybe not here. Maybe here I'd be still thinking this is a breakout and it's holding up. Same here. Probably get annoyed here. But once it comes back, I would probably be selling somewhere here for right around 10% or a little over. So that's also nice potential play tomorrow or this week. We'll see what happens. VCNX, this thing broke out a red candle, went over that yesterday. Fortunately, did not keep an eye on this. Had a quick little move today, but couldn't really keep going higher. It is still holding up, so that's a good sign. If it fails to break down and volume really comes in, I could see a potential breakout over this 160, 170 area to test 2. But I think there are other plays that are better to keep an eye on. So I keep this in the back of my mind if there's nothing going on tomorrow. But I think with the bounce plays and a couple breakouts lining up, might have a busy day tomorrow. We'll see what gaps up as well. Here we got Iinn. I'm still looking for this thing to break over the mid 3s. Held up really well today, right into this support that I was pointing out yesterday, and made a higher low here and finished right at yesterday's close. So break even on the day, not bad, as well as up from the open price. So I think this has some potential to really squeeze shorts. Low float, holding up, I think shorts expectations are broken. Usually this thing just fades and shits the bed. As I was pointing out on these perks, it usually doesn't have a follow through day. And I wouldn't really consider today a follow through day, but it is definitely different than what it usually offers with these plays. You see, after every single gap up or spike, the next day is red. This day is an exception where it gets a little bit higher, but generally the pattern is to short this whenever it spikes and just ignore. And I don't know if this is an ignore for shorts right now. This is holding up right around 3 pretty well. I could be wrong. We could have this downtrend setting in here. Setting from the mid threes, and here you could have another lower high. And here this could be seen as a potential double top, talking about gap down. We'll see what happens. Anything's possible. It's not set in stone. But I think the odds kind of went up for this thing to have a short squeeze. The fact that it kept failing to break down today and close above VWAP, yeah, I'm going to keep repeating myself. So I'm just going to wrap this up. Went over a couple decent plays of today, things I'm looking forward for tomorrow. So yeah, hope this is useful.